heaven, West Virginia.
Carla Pundits have a dire prediction for America and blame Trump. One America's Scott Wheeler has more from Washington.
A recent column in the Washington Post declared that America is likely heading for another civil war. The writer of that column, a guy named Dana Milbank, often uses his column in the Post to promulgate Democrat Party propaganda. Milbank quotes a book that will be out in the coming weeks by an expert on civil wars. The author of that book says, quote, "We are closer to civil war than any of us would like to believe," unquote. The book is by Barbara Walter, a professor at the University of California, San Diego, who also serves on a CIA advisory panel. According to Milbank, she says that by an intelligence matrix, the U.S. has entered, quote, "very dangerous territory," unquote, and is ripe for civil war. Many others agree. The tendentious Milbank went on to assess blame, seemingly on behalf of Democrats, as he vindicates that party and blames President Trump and Republicans. Milbank writes, quote, "Things deteriorated so dramatically under Trump, in fact, that the United States no longer technically qualifies as a democracy," unquote. Milbank goes on to cite the opinions of other leftist organizations and declares that Democrats are pursuing democracy while Republicans are leading the nation to autocratic rule. Critics have pointed out that for decades, the Democrat Party has advocated for consolidation of power in Washington, D.C., while Republicans, Trump included, have pursued policies that do the exact opposite and disperse power from Washington to states and individuals, raising questions about whether Milbank is ignorant of such matters or if he's intentionally spreading disinformation. We cannot say for sure because Milbank refused repeated requests for comment. Other analysts say that people such as Milbank are the real insurrectionists, helping to create a false narrative about their political opposition, which allows them to take drastic action to stop the so-called insurrection their party created. National security experts also point out that if civil war is at hand, it is typical for the insurrectionists that lit the fuse to blame their enemy for the drastic actions they impose. For One America News in Washington, I'm Scott Wheeler.
Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and I'm not sure what to think of this because I don't believe the Civil War is coming in the United States again. I believe that the American people have more in common than what any of us realize when it comes to certain issues. So I don't think that's what's going to happen. But I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. If you want to comment down the bottom, tell me how I'm wrong, and give me some evidence that this is really going to happen, you can do so. I don't mind. Or if you think I'm an idiot, comment down the bottom and let me know. But I think more likely nothing's going to happen. Because if you look at what's going on with these news organizations like CNN, MSNBC, no one's watching them. And it's because most of us realize the junk that's coming out of there is misinformation. They're not telling you truth, or they withhold the truth. The Biden laptop's a perfect example of that. So the reason they stopped watching them is also because they're not talking about Donald Trump anymore like they were. So they're not rallying their base and trying to get them out to vote. And that's the reason Republicans are going to kick butt in 2022 and 2024, in my opinion. And even Democrats have to admit what the mainstream media has been doing isn't right. And what these social media companies are doing isn't right. Trying to shut down speech for conservatives. And with them doing that, they just shows the truth about them, that they're a bunch of communists that are trying to control the country and trying to have one-party rule. But guys, that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow.